Welcome back to Bags on the Go. First off, I would like to say thank you to everybody that subscribed to my channel just recently this summer. And I would like to invite y'all into my next project. It's going to be this 1986 GMC Caballero. Now, to some, to many, this is a El Camino. Pretty much nothing different. Just a badge and grill, steering column on the steering wheel says Caballero, and to looks it's El Camino. So don't get me wrong. If you hear me sometimes say El Camino when I say Caballero, the two is the same. It's just a different badge. So what I do here on my channel is I like to find these cars with much potential and rebuild them. You may have found my channel because you see my 1980 Malibu that I restored and put together, and that's what got you to subscribe here, because you see I work on my cars. And what I have coming up next, I'm going to rebuild this car here, and this will be majority of the content throughout the rest of the year till next year, until this car is finished. And I'll be doing the same thing with this car, breaking it all the way down, building it all the way back up. And that's just what I like to do. I like to take these old cars and give them new life. And what I mean by new life, new motor, new trans, full drivetrain, full suspension, paint, whatever's need be. This is a project where when you strip it down, you may run into floorboards that need replacing. So I usually cut out the floorboards, replace the floorboards, so forth and so on. But that's what I like to do. I'm hands-on. I don't mind putting the time into these cars. It's a lot of money that goes into these cars, but I love it. I don't mind. That's what I do. So I restore these cars the best I can, and learning curve, to be honest. Every time I play with these cars, I learn more, do it more, get better next time around. Just how it goes. Especially if you want to be great, you got to do something over and over and over and over. So, um, yeah, so the 86 Caballero here, we're going into fall. The leaves are changing on the trees up here in Michigan. So it's time to get to work. And this is what I do. So I have many, many, many videos that's going to come behind this video here, and you all be able to see me make these cars look from trashy to classy. So yeah, I'm back. It's time to get to work. Let me show you what I've been working on. Yesterday, like I bought this car, and I just been doing stuff to it here and there because I just couldn't wait to start this car this fall. So throughout the summer, I just been doing small little things. Like if you go back and look at the videos, I took the motor out that was in here, cleaned up under the hood, removed the interiors just to see door panels, dashboards up there already rewrapped. But I had just pretty much just prepped myself to get myself ready for when I have this time to be able to work on the car at my leisure, and it would just be easier and quicker for me to just jump right back into it. So that's what I've done. This car's been chilling, been relaxing until I got time to get started on this project, and now I'm here, and things are going well. So what I did with yesterday, got right in here, start prepping the floor some more. I cut out the floor pans with my new plasma cutter. Woo, that plasma cutter made things so much easier and quicker and less dirty. So yeah, just remember you're only good as your tools. So so I did that, cut the floors out that I needed, and then I just pretty much tap them in now just so they stationary and make sure they fit. And then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna weld the floors in, and then I got to treat the floor as well with some rust hibernate, so that rust can just, slow down, whatever the case would be. If it's in time that, more rust pop up, hopefully I did my part by cutting out majority of the big rust, so we ain't gotta worry about our feet going through the floor. And I'll just treat it the best I can, scrape the floor down and paint it, and then put some sound deadening. But this was right behind the driver's seat. Yeah, we had to get that up out of here. So that's what I like to do. I don't mind. Up here in Michigan, we find these cars like this. They all need floors. Um, so that's where I'm at. I'm about to get going on this, so I'll show y'all what I'm working on here and there. All right, so to give you some insight, if you're new to my channel, what motor that I have going in this car, I'd like to just tell you that it's a 6.0 that I got out of a 2003 Cadillac Escalade, and I pulled it. It ran good. My friend that I got it from flipped his truck. He ain't flip it on the roof, but he flipped it on the side. Hit a gravel road, car tipped over on the side. He ain't want nothing to do with the car, just wanted to part with it. So he knew the year before that I pulled this same motor out of an Escalade, just like the one that he sold me. And I told him, I said, man, if you ever want to get rid of that truck, that's the 6.0 that I want out of that truck. And yeah, so when that happened, unfortunately, he called me up and said, come on and get it. If you want the motor, come on and get the car and do your thing. So this 6.0 came out of that car. I cleaned the block, cleaned the heads, and stripped all of the truck accessories off and went with my own uh, with new water pump, new pulleys, and the alternator bracket is different as well. And then this intake, people have been telling me, oh, this intake here is going to absorb a lot of heat. However, I had this intake since, I'll say 2019, probably 18. So I was going to put this on one of my pickup trucks that I had. That's why I bought it, right? And it's been sitting on the shelf. Sold the truck. It's been sitting on the shelf. Started working on these LS engines. I thought I was going to use it the first car. They said don't do it. Then I went to LS Fest and I found the fast intake. So I went with the fast intake. Boom, put this back on the shelf. So this time around, I'm like, I just need to get this part used and out of the box and use it. It's a Typhoon. I don't know if it's really aluminum, but it's not a chrome. But yeah, I'm going to use it. We can see how it goes. They say it's going to absorb a lot of heat. It's going to make it run. We're going to have issues with. I don't know until you go through it. A lot of people tell you this, people tell you that. Some things you got to just experience on your own. And hopefully, everything is a mess. So this is my 6.0. I also put the you got to get you a different oil pan. So I put the oil pan on. Now this build that I want to do for this car. So let me just paint this picture for you. I got the Malibu. I call it Monte Carlo all the time. I got the Malibu. I did everything, all the internals and the inside, the whole top end, everything brand new, aggressive, loud cam, all of that. So this time around, I wanted to do a budget build with this car, right? I wanted to in the beginning. So I didn't break this motor down on the inside, change the cam, change anything. So I wanted this one to be that sleeper, quiet, what I'm saying, but strong build. So I was like, okay, leave the motor alone. Follow up with the trans, torque converter, all of that. Leave all of that alone as well. That's going to go in the car. So this car isn't going to be that super loud, obnoxious. I may run cats on this car as well. It's just going to be a driver, but it's going to be 10 times different in driving this car with a 305 versus driving this with a 6.0 LS. It's like, it's a different world. And I understand how it feels now because this summer I've been having the time of my life driving that Malibu with that 6.0 in it. It's nothing like it. Like, don't get me wrong. When you look up under the hood and these cars are pristine and that 305 is up under the hood with all the AC lines running across and everything look good. It's all shiny and oiled up and all that. That look cool. That car ain't going nowhere. I like for these cars to fly like a bat. And I know what I like now. I want LS in these cars. It makes this drive 10 times better, smooth, like I'm cruising beside these brand new cars, just rolling, feeling good. And that's what I like. So I'm gonna give it new life. We're gonna birth, put this in there, bam, there goes the new heart. Car's gonna ride 10 times better. So this is the motor, y'all. So you ain't gotta go back and check it out, I'm just doing these different kind of builds just so I can understand which route that I want to go each and every time I do another build. So if I can get in this car and understand, plus my lady, she may want to drive this car too. So I don't want it too crazy and too fast for all. I just don't want to do too much crazy stuff. She going to be wanting to drive this car. If she want to drive this car, I want this car to be as smooth as her Corvette. It ain't gonna be smooth as her Corvette. Her Corvette probably gonna ride better, but yeah, I want her to just be able to drive this car if she want to drive this car, and don't be afraid that it's too loud. It's too. No, just smooth. Hit the key, boom, drive. Not too loud. Like I say, I may even put the cats on this, so it's a little quiet, have a little thump, but you have to get down on it. But it's pretty much gonna be a Cadillac Escalade, the pickup truck version. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So, yeah. So this is what I like. I like the LQ960, and if anybody know that's local here in Michigan, yeah, Cadillac Escalade sitting up somewhere. I pay money to come get it. I put my own motor. You ain't gotta do it for me. Just gotta send me a lead. Let me know where the car is at. I come pick it up because I want another one of these. I haven't moved on to the 6.2 yet. I really want to, but until then, I just like to keep a motor on the stand with a trans on hand, just so when I'm looking for new cars to buy, I don't necessarily want to drive them with a 305 no more. I want to say, that'll be a good car. I got a motor and a trans for that car. I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to do that a lot more. So everything is going to be A1 for this car. This the motor. I got another trans just brung in. So I got two 4L80, so I'm just looking for another 6.0. All right, y'all. Feels good to be back at work. So I really want to pull this car off the frame this time around. That way I can just work on the frame. Like, I painted all of this stuff in the summer and stuff. I had some time, like I said, I had some time. I wanted to work on the car. But I want to get up under the car and do the same thing, and also want to replace the body bushings as well on this car. So I got all that stuff, and I just got to find the time to do it, and I will. I'll just give you a little quick little walk around. Gotta pull this windshield out, get a new windshield. The interior got the seats out, getting reupholstered. The dash is already done. So this is the blue that I'm going with. Going back with blue because I like the blue to shine on the windows and make it seem like it got that Mercedes blue tint, if you know what I'm talking about. So that's what I like about the white and the blue. The blue is gonna stick out so much. That's all you're gonna see. So I don't know if I'm gonna have all the panels in here wrapped, and I know I'm gonna do a headliner, but I don't know if I'm gonna put a sunroof in here yet. I ain't really figured them steps out yet. I'm just working slowly at this project. There's a couple floor pans that I did. I'm about to go ahead and weld that up. It was so bad on that side. I have to make that little panel right there. I still got some work to do up under here. See that hole right there? I gotta get in there and patch that hole up. Yeah, still a lot of work to do, but majority this is like the big project right here. So I got started on it. About to clean it up and hit it with the welder. And here's my plasma cutter right here. Man, this made for some good fun and quick job yesterday. Yeah, so there you go, y'all. I'm about to get to work, show y'all some progress as I make it. And this bag's on the go. I appreciate y'all for watching and tuning in always. Thank you. And make sure the viewers reflect the likes. So if you're watching the video, you like anything about it, just make sure you like the button for me. It helps other viewers catch on to my content and make sure that people look at it and go, huh, somebody like it. Let me check it out. This bag's on the go. Thank you for watching. See you in a minute. Peace.